and welcome. My name is Lisa and this is my channel, Cross by Floss, where I chat about my love of cross stitch as well as life blabbings. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad you're here and I hope you enjoy cross stitch as much as I do and all of the things that I'm going to go through, and that you'd consider subscribing, liking, click the bell, do all the things. And if you're returning, thank you so much. You guys know, I really appreciate this community. It is really, really awesome. And I'm so happy to always be a part of the community and share the love with all of you. So, okay, today, man, it's going to be another long video. So yes, I'm a couple of weeks late. And you guys are going to hear Odin. I'm sorry. He's right here. And of course, he's right in speaker mode. Yeah, we've been having a really rough time. So if he could be inside me, on me, around me at all times, I think he would. And so I apologize, but you're going to hear him snoring, doing a little crying every once in a while, and jingling, and probably, just Odin bits. Okay, so today, it's a little chilly. It's, oh, hey, wait. It is October 30th. Tomorrow is Halloween. So I thought it was just appropriate that I bring out one of my evil queen, because I kind of feel like one, mugs. And so just having some warm beverages, because it's a little chilly here, October 30th, 2022. Okay, yes, I'm a bit late. I think I mentioned that. Life, happened, and things happened, and I spent a few days just hanging out in bed and watching TV and trying to feel better and just do things. And the move is wonderful. I love my house, or I love this house, and but Mr. G has been gone. He has been home maybe 4 days since we've moved here, and so that's a little hard. And just being away from the little and my daughter, it's hard. They're moving on with life, which is awesome, as they should, but for me, I'm struggling. So yeah, and yeah, it's all good though. It is all good, and I can jump on a plane whenever and get there. But between Mr. Odin's seizures and things that happen with him, and one of my sons started a job, and so he's not home, and so somebody needs to look after. And yeah. Anyway, it's good. It's all going to work out the way it's supposed to, right? So yeah. Okay, so today's video is probably going to be a long one again. I have a finish. I have some whips. I have some haul, the rest of the haul that I did not go through in my last video, a really sweet gift. And then I'm going to go through Nora November and talk about that a little. Okay, you guys, I'm not sure about the lighting. I'm actually in my true craft room right now, and it's not done, but eventually I'm hoping by the end of the year I will do a craft room tour. I'm just trying to get the furniture settled. We've done a lot of rearranging in here. This room is not as big as my old craft room was, but this room does not also need to be used as an office as well. So, so that's great. It is just strictly a craft room, but I am struggling with where all of my crafts go. I have a nice big closet. I have huge, bookshelves, bookcases that things are going in. I have a sewing table. I have a table. I have an awesome love seat in here. I've got a lot in here, but I'm just trying to get it all unpacked, and half of the stuff is still in the guest room. So that is craft related. I'm a little scared. A lot of stuff. So anyways, lighting. I was going to that. So I apologize. Funny story. When I purchased this house and I was going through it, I never thought to look up at the ceiling. I mean, I looked at the ceiling to make sure that, you know, in the corners and stuff, that there was no water damage, but it never dinged in my head that there are no lights on the ceiling. And I guess I never thought about it because there are light switches on the wall. And when I, you know, went through the house and everything, it was beautiful. All the window shades were up. There was a lot of natural light. It's beautiful. There are no lights in this house in any of the bedrooms. So whatever light I have is either coming from the window or from the one lamp that I have been able to purchase, because I didn't bring, you know, very, very few lamps from my house. And, you know, because I was like, oh, I'll just buy things here. I'm struggling finding my aesthetic here, and plus I'm cheap. So I apologize for the light. I will get better. I will get a ring light and I'll do some things. So yeah, bear with me. It's going to happen. Okay. Are we ready? Yeah, let's get on it. Okay. My first, let me put this on up here. Ooh. Okay. My finish. So for Mirabilia, I start a project each week, one Mira each week, and then I do it, you know, daily, and then show my progress at the end of the week, and in a video, and then the next week I start a new one. And so in the month of May, I get 5 Mirabilias. This was one of the Mirabilias that I started in week 5. Whoop. And she is finally finished. So this is one that I talked about. This is a free pattern, and it's called Guardian Cherub. I get it wrong every time. I think it's Guardian Cherub. And she is lovely. Here, let me try and put something behind it. I'm not even prepared today. It's one of those days. Okay, there we go. So this is one that I took. It's a free pattern, and I will link that below, but it's on the Witchelt Mirabilia website, and she's got several of them. And so I thought that I would do this one on a completely different count fabric than it's normally called for, and I was not going to do any of the beads or any of the Krynic. So I did this on a 20 count Be Stitch Me mystery fabric that I got in a grab bag, so it has no name, and I did not use any Krynic or Mill Hill beads. Now I will link the conversions, because there is a conversion from Krynic and beads to DMC floss, and so I will link that down below as well. But if you look, so up in her crown, she was supposed to have a bunch of Krynic and beads. There were beads in here. There were beads all over the place. And so what I did was I found the conversion DMC color and made them that. And then in some areas I did French knots. So I did French knots in the baby's cap for the middle where it would have been a bead. I just did French knots in there. And then I also did French knots in the corners. I did not love the way that it turned out, and but it was too late. So it is what it is. Now I am in the process of finding a frame, and look, I even ironed it, you guys. That does not happen often, but when I ironed it, I still can't get my wrinkles out. I used that pressing spray, and you know, did it from the back. My iron was nice and hot on cotton, but I still have like wrinkles and I can't seem to get those out. So if anybody has any like tips and tricks, because I don't iron that's not normally my thing. And but yeah, I still have like several wrinkles in here and I don't know how to get them out. And I tried twice and then I was like, okay, Lisa, you need to stop because I don't want to ruin it either. So but I'm super happy with how it turned out. And look, it should have been, it was called for a 16 count. I did it on 20, so it became much smaller and super cute, super cute. So I'm super happy with how this turned out. And I am in the process of looking for a frame. So yay for a finish. And like I said, it is a free pattern on the Witchell website. Okay, so seeing as I already showed you this pattern, on Mondays, I do Mirror Mondays, and there's a hashtag on Instagram with that is Mirror Monday Stitching, hashtag Mirror Monday Stitching, and the intent is just pull out a mirror that you're working on, or even a Nora, like it's same designer, so it's totally fine. Just Mirror Monday sounds better, right? So, but to pull out one of your whips that you're working on, or if you want to make a start on a Mira or Nora. But that Monday was kind of like the day that I dedicated to pull out one of my whips to actually work on, because for Mira May and for Nora November, I have a lot of whips and they need to be worked on, and if I don't, you know, they won't end up in a rotation and I would forget about them. So hence the reason Mira May came out, or Mira Monday Stitching came out. So for Mira Monday Stitching in October, for what I did in October after I finished Guardian Cherub, because that was going to, I needed to finish her. It needed to be done. And so then I pulled out the Red Lady Pirate. I love the Red Lady Pirate. She is just stunning, stunning. And so this, let's see here. That is where I'm at right now. I actually got a lot of stitching done this past Monday, and I hope to get some good stitching in on this Monday, though I have a car issue that I'm gonna have to sort out. My tabs expire at the end of October, and yeah, it might be a problem, and so I need to get that figured out on Monday. And so I'm hoping, and of course it's Halloween as well, so I'm hoping I will get some stitching in and some good stitching in. So anyways, that is where I'm at right now. This is done on a 16 count blue fog by Sunflower Printed Fabric. Rogue, yeah, I think it's Sunflower Printed Fabric, and it's called Blue Fog, 16 count. I absolutely love this. And it's nice because there are so many blocks of color to do. I love it. And like I outlined all of this so that one night I can just mindlessly, like if I don't, you know, want to count. I did that. So that was Monday stitching. And then Amy, Fiber Arts Amy, and I once a week try to get together and we stitch on this beauty, Garden Beauty by Mirabilia, and we only stitch her on when we get together. So and yes, Amy, I really do stop. Oh man, even though I'm tempted to continue going because like I am on a roll. Let me see if I can get this up here like this. Okay, so here is where I am now on Garden Beauty. Is she not gorgeous? I've been really concentrating up in this area here, which is where an urn is, and I've been having some problems. There's been a lot of frogging. My counting game was not strong the last couple of weeks and I got very little done, but that's okay. I'm tempted to get back into her dress, which is this over here. It's beautiful blue, it's gorgeous. And I am doing this on a 16 count, I believe it's color and cotton. Let's see here, yes, color and cotton. It was a Fabric Club fabric called Pearwood back in July 2020. So I have been loving working on this piece, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of counting. There are great blocks of color, but there's also not. Oh, goodness sakes. And then I'll admit, I have not done a whole heck of a lot of stitching in the, is it been 4 weeks since my last video? I think so. Then I really want to get some patterns that I have fairly close to a finish. I want to concentrate on those and get them done. And so I'm kind of making I don't want to put myself in a box because I can't do that. I'm like, oh, that was a plan? No, thank you. I might do it for a little while, but then I'm like, no, that seems too rigid. Thank you. I need to make a change. And, but so I don't want to say that I'm making it a focus piece, but I am pulling it out frequently in order to finish. And I've been doing that with a couple of, like with Guardian Cherub. It just needed to be a finish. So now the next one that I'm going to work on is a LaDDa, and this is called Live, Laugh, Love. And it calls for Gloriana silks. There is a DMC conversion, but I am doing them in the Gloriana silks. There's only 3 of them, so I thought that that would be a perfect intro to silks before I even started buying silks. This was the very first pattern that I ever kitted up, and it happened to be with Gloriana silk. And my L&S, which is Thread Needle Street, and will forever be my L&S, even though I live in a different state from my L&S, it will always be my L&S. But I have been really kind of concentrating on this one as a focus point. I don't want to say that I do 25/7 or, you know, that it is a true focus piece or anything like that. I want to pull it out and do what I can and feel a sense of accomplishment and see an end goal. So, and get some of these whips down because I have a lot of whips, but I'm okay with that too. So, but I would like some things done and up on a wall. That would be wonderful. So that is where I got to. I basically finished the word love up in the top, live. And then I also completely finished laugh. And what did I do? Oh, I started this blue up in here. And I just finished up like some little motifs and stuff that were kind of hanging because I finished a thread or whatever the case was. So this is done on a very... it's not stiff, it's rough. 60, I think it's 16 count. It might even be 14 count. I think it's 16 count though. Aida coffee tea baked by me. And then 2 strands of silk over one. That's what I'm doing on this one. And I love this. It just sits on the side of my bed, and when I'm watching a show, this is really great mindless stitching because there's, again, only 3 colors, and the counting's fairly easy, and you know, just pull out a strand and get her done. And then the last one I worked on was Pet All the Dogs by Teresa Kogut. And this is being done on a piece of color and cotton, 16 count, called Camelot. So there is Pet All the Dogs, Teresa Kogut. This is a big pattern, you guys. Holy doodles, it's a big pattern. But I actually accomplished quite a bit. So there were a few months that I did not get anything done. And this is one that I bring out on the 17th of every month and put in 100 stitches in honor of Betty White and what would have been her 100th birthday on January 17th. However, she passed away just before that, which was so sad. Love to see people making a goal, right? And so anyways, she loved animals. She was a big advocate of animals, and I just thought that this was a nice fitting tribute to her, as well as it is a tribute to our puppies that have passed. I don't even think I'm going to do it for the dogs that have passed. I'm going to do it for all the dogs that we have had in our family. And so anyway, okay, this is where I got to. Look, you guys, border. I did a ton of the border, and did it all match up? Oh yeah, it matched up. I was super excited about that. It all matched up, and I am so happy with that. So that's really what I did, was I did the two lines down there at the bottom, and I finished up the border on this side here. I must have had a little bit on this side as well, but anyways, yes, border. And I think I also put in, did I put in a, oh, I put in the J over here, just because I had a little piece of red. Oh my gosh, I do like this, but oh, it's big. Like, see how big it is? It's gonna be like, if I, yeah, that's how big it's gonna be in a frame. Oof. It's okay, it's okay. And there's actually some more border down at the bottom as well. Yeah, so there's this whole border down here as well. I think I'm going to eliminate that. I'm not sure yet, but I think that what I'm going to do is put in the dogs' names in here. I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm gonna figure it out, but I think I might put the dogs' names in here instead of putting this border in this. Yeah, I think. Long way away from that. We'll see. So, and that is Pet All the Dogs. And I do have to put these things away, you guys, because Odin and his slobber every once in a while will do things, and yikes. Okay, and then I'm not going to show this yet, but I started Queen of Peace. And I'm so happy about it. Queen of Peace by Mirabilia. It is a loaned chart to me, and you know, I have a date that I really would love to give it back to this lovely person who loaned it to me, as I'm sure that she also would like it back on the date that we kind of discussed. And so I have been stitching it like it's my job. But this one I am going to do as a show you my starting point and my end point in a month. And I actually started it October 15th, and on the 31st when I'm finished, so November 1st, I will upload a video of where I started on the 15th to the 31st, and then on the 1st to the 30th of November, so December 1st, I will upload November's progress, and etc. until I'm done. But I got a lot done, well, a lot for me. And I'm super happy. I have made a boo-boo though, and her and I are having a word. We're having a word. Okay, that is all my stitching and all the things. So how about haul? I have so much haul. But first, I have a wonderful gift. One of my viewers reached out and we played a game, and it was super sweet. She sent me several pictures of things, and then and I picked, and then this beauty showed up. So it is a big project bag. Look at this fabric. I mean, dragons. Love, 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 love. And then it has a handle, a nice size handle too, like one that I can actually put up, you know, instead of the tiny handles that, you know, you try and get on your wrist and the things. I like this. I like how big it is. And then vinyl front. But the best part is, okay, inside, there are two parts to this. So you open it up and there's, you know, the vinyl with this fabric here. And then behind, dragon fabric again, but that there's another part. So you can put your cross stitch behind here, and then you can put your pattern in the front so you know what it is. I love this bag. I love this bag. So thank you so much. You know who you are. And so appreciate, like, again, I've said it before, this community is fantastic. And you just could not ask for a better group of people to be in. And I just hope that we get to meet in person one day. Like, I really do. It's just so fun. Okay, let me, sorry, I'm gonna scooch down here and pick up some of my stuff. Okay, so sorry for the noise. I have a basket, I have a pile, I have another pile, and then I have another pile, so. Okay, let's do the of the months first. So I am part of Garon Toten Bags of the Month Club, and last month, October, this is the bag that came. But because I did my video before the 5th, I was not, you're not allowed, you're not supposed to ruin it for everybody else in case they haven't received their bags yet. So this was October's, and how appropriate. You all know how much I love Halloween, though I haven't done any Halloween stitching this year. I'm gonna give myself grace because guess what? I had a lot going on for many months. So, so a Halloween bag, which, you know, Halloween stuff's gonna go in, and then the inside fabric, how beautiful. And again, I have said this before, Garon Toten Bags, Ronnie, he does such a great job. And if you are looking for a project bag, I know that they sell them occasionally on their website. He has sales. And then you can, I'm assuming that there's a wait list for his bags, and so, you know, just reach out to him and say, I would love to be part of your project bag club because they are spectacular. Okay, and then now my 2 fabric of the month clubs. This is a Be Stitch Me fabric. I get this in 20 count, and this is called Sand Dollar. And I'm pretty sure that this is last month's. I don't think I've received this month's yet. So that is Sand Dollar. It's beautiful. It is just really, really beautiful. It's got a lot of beautiful modeling in it. And again, when I get better lighting, I apologize. Hopefully you'll see that. Now, one of the newer fabric of the month clubs I am in is Grace Note Fabrics. And I have to tell you how happy I am with this club. So I have 2 of them to show you. This one is Mojito Smoothie, and I am in an 18 count for these. Just Ah, beautiful, just beautiful. Really nicely done. And what I like about Grace Notes fabric is that they always send like a little goodie with their fabrics. And you know, just again, presentation is everything, and those little extras, those little things that go over and above. She sends a little thank you note, even if it's just stamped, and writes the name on it, signs the name, or writes a personal message, whatever it is. It's a thought. It is just awesome. And then they always include a little sticker. And so that was 1 month. And then this is another month. And this one came with a little bag of tea as well, and a sticker. But this one is Cafe au Lait. Oh, this is a fantastic sampler. Fantastic sampler fabric. 18 count. Love, love. So again, if you are looking for a dyer, if you, like I specifically work on Aida, and I have not had any problems finding an Aida dyer. Be Stitch Me Fabrics is fantastic. Color and Cotton was great. Now Grace Notes Fabrics, I love. And so those are kind of the clubs that I have been a part of and just love. Okay, then I heard through the grapevine by a very sweet friend tell me that Needle and Flax is now carrying Aida. So I was like, say what now? Because I have seen her linens and they're beautiful, but I don't stitch on linen. And everybody has been raving about how gorgeous the colors are, and you know, that they're starting to use them in their samplers and they're beautiful. And I was like, okay, good for you, happy you. And then she started carrying Aida, and my fingers could not get on the keyboard fast enough in order to order this. And this is when I was still back in Washington, you know, trying to get things done. And I was like, I stopped everything. Now, the really sweet thing about Needle and Flax is she does have a Flosstube. I will link it below. She writes a story about the fabric and why she names it the way she does, and it's just so sweet. So I love that. The Aida is being sold now. I may be wrong, but at the time she was only selling it in a fat half. That was the smallest you could get it, and you know, that can be cost prohibitive to a lot of people, and it's a lot of fabric too. But I love. So I got a 18 count dirty teacup, which is, look at all that modeling. Look at that modeling. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. And then the second one I got is Thornfield. 18 count fat half Thornfield. Is that not absolutely beautiful? Yeah. So I'm excited to see what else she dyes for the Aidas, but and again, I have not gone on, and I did not watch one of her latest videos where she explains about her 18 or the Aida fabric that she's dyeing. So I don't know if it's going to, I think it's going to become a regular in her line, and if that's the case, I'm super excited about it. So I am absolutely here for that. Then Janet Jabber and Stitching by the Shore, Laura, they both have been working on Tiny Modernist Halloween calendar, and I have been watching their progress and absolutely loving what they're doing. And I did try to find this once and was told that it was a PDF pattern, and but I was pretty sure I could get it as a chart. And so I did find it. I found it from a website called Cross Stitching Supplies. I am going to link this company below. It's a small, you know, shop and website shop and or online store, and the best service ever, you guys. The best service ever. The website is really easy to use, super great, fast shipping, well packaged. Like, it came, and I was blown away by the presentation. It was lovely. And then she also included a little freebie of Weeks Dye Works. I got a holiday collection. I don't know what color this is. I don't know. Anyways, a little Weeks Dye Works was attached to my package, and I just thought that that was so sweet. And again, told you before that for me as a consumer, it's the little things that matter, and that's the reason why I will continue to come back to a shop. But anyways, I was super excited to get this, and I'm going to start this next year when I finished a few things. But I think I'm going to do them the way that Janet of Janet Jabber is doing them, individually, because I want to make them into small decorations for my Halloween tree. I have a tiny Halloween tree and I have a big Halloween tree. So I want to do that for my Halloween tree. And I just think that that would be so cute. So I was super happy with that. And again, like I said, fast shipping, awesome. It was lovely. I told you, you guys, there's a lot of haul. I'm not even done. And then Hands Across the Sea. Hands Across the Sea, right? Oh, I want to get this right. Yes, Hands Across the Sea Samplers and Kitten Stitcher teamed up and have an exclusive to Kitten Stitcher, and it is Margaret Doyle 1850. So you know I had to have it. Have I even started a Hands Across the Sea sampler? I probably have like 12 of them now, and I don't even know. I may have started one. They're beautiful, and every time I see them, I'm just like, I must have. So, yep, must have. There is a sale that is going on for this. I think it starts November 1st. It might have started October 1st. I don't know. Again, I can't be pinned down in doing a sale, and I'm horrible. I might be able to start it, but I'm certainly not going to finish it in any length of time that everybody else does. And along the same lines with Kitten Stitcher, here it is. I told you I had piles all over the place. She had a Halloween box. And as soon as she mentioned that she was going to have a Halloween box, I was like, I need to run there and get this box, because I missed her Christmas Advent box last year, and I watched everybody, you know, unboxing it, and I'm like, I'm super jealous. Like, I missed out. And when she said who the designers were for this, I was like, yes, please. So it came in a box. Nothing super fancy. And then, and I know that other people have unboxed this, but I'm going to show you. I decided to get the kit that had the Plum Street kit together. So you could get it just as the box itself, or you could get it with the kit. Trying to get it all out. Okay, so Plum Street sampler, Grimm's Haunt. Oh my gosh, how cute is this? Yes, absolutely need to do. And this is the one that came either just with the pattern or with it all kitted up. So it came with linen again. I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with this linen. And then all of the floss that you needed, as well as the trim that went around the pillow here by LaDDa Creates. Yes. And so I was super excited about that, because y'all know how I feel about Plum Street. And then there were these super cute labels from Kathy Barrick in Halloween themes. I love these. I look at these all the time, and I always want to buy them, but I'm like, oh, what am I going to do with them? And, the intent is that you put your information on this and then you put it on the back of your piece so that when it is inherited by a family member, and any family member watching knows that, it's going to you and you cannot give it to Goodwill, all the information is on the back. And so I thought that was pretty awesome. And then there were these Witch Village buttons from the Bee Company. Yep. Super cute. And it goes with a pattern called, there's a cross stitch pattern in here that the buttons go on. So that was pretty cool. And then the Scarlet House, Ghost and Goblins. How cute. I love these old-timey Halloween. I love them. They so remind me of, like, back in the day when my mom actually celebrated Halloween, or grandma. Yeah, that's what that reminds me of. Love that. And then LaDDa did a pattern. Witch Hazel. Love her. She's a cute little crow. And then Liz Matthews from Hello from Liz Matthews did the Pumpkin House. And then there was, some stickers and some more chenille from Dames of the Needle. Chenille. And some stickers. And then this decoration piece. And that's what came in my Halloween box. And you all know how I feel about Halloween. It's pretty cool. And so that was fun. That was fun. Oh, I did lose my scissors. Okay. Then, oh my goodness, what's next? Like I said, you guys, I have a lot of piles. I'm so sorry. Let me see. Then I went on, okay, let's do this. Then I was watching Kenny Stitches. If you don't know who Kenny Stitches is, you should go watch him. He is wonderful. He's very sporadic in uploading, because he's super busy with his life as well. And so he posts very randomly. But he started along with, I don't remember who, kits. So like Kit Sal. And so to pull out your kits and start working on them instead of them just, languishing. And he was showing some really cool dimensions kits along with other kits. And I've seen a few other floss tubers who also were showing dimensions kits and, their stash and things, and I got a little like FOMO. And so then I went on and I started purchasing some Dimensions Golds kits. So I'm going to show you what I picked. Chickadee in Spring. Ooh, see. Oh my goodness, that's horrible glare. Ooh, no, there. Chickadees in Spring. Tiny, little. One of the reasons why I stayed away from Dimensions kits back in the day was because there was a lot of stitching and a lot of backstitch, which I actually don't mind backstitch, but it was so labor intensive that I was like, and counting, and my kids were little and there was a lot of distractions. And so I just never did them. And now I think that I have some patience and time. So Chickadees in Spring, this is going to be done on a 16 count gray Aida, and thankfully all of the floss is already sorted in the actual, colors, which is very important to me. you know, those Mill Hill kits that are not sorted and you have to sort the threads yourself and you're like, what is light gold, medium gold, dark gold, extra dark gold, medium dark gold? What? I just use Floss for my own stash because I can't. But these, that's not a problem with. Anyways, okay, the second one I picked out was Ornate Butterfly. Is that not beautiful? It's done on black Aida. 18 count black Aida. But that's okay. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. And then all the pre-sorted threads, and there's some Kreinik in there. Pretty. And then Patriotic Angel. She has an awful lot of Kreinik, or what do they call it? Just metallic thread. She's also done on 18 count navy. And then finally, ivory one, Hydrangea in Bloom. Oh, I love that. This is gonna look lovely in my sunroom where all my plants are. And this is done on an 18 count Aida, and it has beads. So I picked all of those up and thought that that sounded spectacular. And then I was on eBay one day, and you know, I love to find a great deal and everything. And I found this lavender and lace piece. I don't remember what her name is. I will find it and put it on the bottom of the screen. But reading the description is real important. So this, at first the seller couldn't find it, so she refunded my money and she's like, I'm so sorry, we can't find it in our warehouse, we have no idea what happened to it. And I was like, aw, that's too bad. Because it was a buy now, and I offered her a price, and to my surprise she took it. And then they couldn't find it. Well, then she messaged me a few days later and said, guess what? We found it. And, you know, you get it at the price that you offered. And I was like, fantastic. And I was so excited to get it, right? And this little teeny tiny box shows up. And I'm like, what the heck did I buy? And then I open it up and I started laughing. Reading the description is probably real important for size. I'm expecting something big, and this is what came. So whoever did this on the tiniest, like it's probably 20 count, maybe even 22 count. It's tiny. Aida, but it's beautiful. And I'm happy with it. I am. It's all framed. I'm going to actually reframe it because it's not straight in the frame. And so I will have this reframed. I'm a little afraid to take it. Oh, it's called Winter Rose. There you go. Winter Rose. It's up on the top here by Lavender and Lace. So I picked that. I thought that was pretty awesome. And then I went on to a stash unload site. I need to stay off of stash unload. I don't need any more patterns. I buy enough patterns as it is. I don't need to get onto stash unload and buy other people's patterns, but I did. And so I found this Loose Feathers pattern, Blackbird Designs number 16, called Garland Fair. Not one I had in my stash. I need to get back to Blackbird Designs stitching. I haven't done that for a while. And then so sorry, I forgot to take these out. Then another seller, or it might have been the same seller, I don't know. They've been hanging around for a while. I got Basket Full of Summertime by Brenda Gervais. Also one I did not have. Super happy with. And a Birds of the Feather alphabet sampler. This looks like it would be a really easy, fast stitch. I say those things. I say those things. This is a 2002 pattern. Yeah, 2002. And only has 3 colors, which makes me pretty happy. Yeah. So this might be a fast stitch. We'll see. And then on the stash unloading site, and I don't remember which one I'm on. I'm on a couple of them. There was a seller who had gotten to a estate sale or something, and so she was selling like groups of designers together, and she had lavender and lace, and they were either $4 a piece or the whole set was like a certain amount. And so I was able to get most of the full set. Somebody else had asked for a couple of the patterns in there, but I was pretty thrilled. They were very smoky smelling, like they'd been in a house with smoker, and so there was an awful lot of smoky, but it's okay because they don't smell like that anymore. So Angel of the Light, one. That one does not. Guardian, I got Guardian Angel. A couple of these did not come with their in the package. What is this one? This one is Angel of Spring. They still smell a little smoky. Angel of Love. You guys, when this all came, I was so excited. Angel of Summer. This one I actually saw the other day on Etsy is completely finished and thought about buying it. The Quilt Maker. Lay down, Bubba. Angel of Autumn. So pretty. Bubs, lay down. Angel Sampler. I think I have this one. I think I bought this already. So this may end up as a giveaway at some point. I have to double check if I have it. Bubba, lay down. Lay down. He's on the tripod. Okay, Angel of the Sea. So pretty. Angel of Christmas. You seeing the theme? A lot of angels. White Lace. I was very excited about this one. I don't remember if this was one that she had shown in there. Angelica. Beautiful. And Lady Claire. I'm also very excited about Lady Claire. So I found all of those and was so happy that they came. And then last bit of haul, I promise. And then honestly, my haul is done. While I was sitting at the retreat in Missoula, which again was so much fun, I was trolling. That's when I was on Stash Unload and Facebook, and I was trolling, and I see a post from, oh my gosh, what's her name? Oh, you guys, what's her name? Rita of Rita Reen Fabrics, I think is what her name is. And she was doing like a grab box of miscellaneous fabrics. Now, most of her fabrics are Aida, which I am so happy about. She's got some even weaves and some other things too, but she was doing like mystery box. She might have said you ask whether it's a mix or Aida or whatever. Anyways, huge box stuffed with fabrics. They are all different counts of Aida. I mean, it just keeps coming. There's a lot in here. And so I was pretty thrilled. And then she also included a couple of flosses, and there was just a couple of like miscellaneous patterns in here. So yeah, so anyways, there, look at this stack, you guys, of Aida. So I'm going to measure it and find out the count. Oh goodness, find out the count and then put them all on a board, comic boards. And some of these also may be giveaways. But if you, Rita has like the best prices of fabric. She doesn't, you know, she doesn't have like a lot of different colors, or, you know, you can't go on and say like, I want, you know, she has, just go find her. She's on Facebook. I will try and link her below, and you just message her. She's got like a album on Facebook, yes, and she's got the fabrics in there, and it's just so, I love buying from her. Cheap, fast shipping. She's very communicative. But like I said, she doesn't have, like, if you're looking for, you know, an 18 count black, she may not have that. She might have 14 count black. You know, so she's not a dyer or anything like that. Okay. Now, how about, last but not least, if you are interested, Nora November. It's right around the corner. And this will be, is this my second year doing Nora November? I think so. And so I pulled out all of my Nora patterns. I'm just going to give you a really quick Nora parade. And of these, 5 will be selected for Nora November. Now I know that November does not start on a Monday this year. Halloween is October 31st, which is a Monday, but I'm still going to start on that day and do that whole week of November, just because. And November 3rd would have been my dad's birthday. And how old would he have been? He was born in 40, so 40, 50, 60, 70, 90, 2, 10, 20. He would have been 82 this year. Wow, 82. So I am going to do something that I think he would have loved for his birthday week. So I've already got it picked out. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Be a surprise. And so I'm super excited about Nora November. So how about we have a look-see at my Nora No patterns. And it was really funny because as I was pulling these out, I'm like, is this all I really have for Nora's? Now I do have Nora whips, but my semi-kitted, not started Nora's, I don't have as many as I thought I did, so I have to step that up. I don't have enough time in this world. Okay, first one, Portraits of Lauren in blue. This is NC 103. Portraits of Caroline in pink, NC 104. Ivy, she is NC 108. I love Ivy. Spring Garden Party Collection for Pixie Couture, and this is Lily of the Valley. Also love this one, NC 129. Whew, Fairy Spring Fling, NC 201. Oh, love that one too. Oh, this one's not out of its bag. This is, oh my gosh, what is her name? This is, just a second, sorry. Because she's kitted with beads. This is Emmy, NC 208. And I have her beads, so that's why she's in this bag. The Moss Collector from the Black Forest Pixies. I love this series. NC 218, and I don't have very many of this series. I think maybe that's the only one I have. I need to step that up. Eva, which is part of the Bewixing Pixies, as well as Emmy was. NC 224. Caramia, which is part of the La Petite Mermaid collection, NC 235. This was gifted to me Okay, and a secret. This one is going to make an appearance in Nora November. Could I keep a secret? No. This is from Butterfly Misses, and this is NC243. I love this one. And I adore the person who gifted it to me as well. Angel White Trumpet from the Poison Pixies. Again, love the Poison Pixie series. This is NC246, and I need to get all of the Poison Pixies. I have a couple. Miss Dragonfly from the Intriguing Insects series, and this is NC257. The Gothic House from the Holiday Village series, NC279. Autumn Blaze from the Autumn Pixies, and this is NC252. And last November I started Miss Ginkgo, which is part of the Autumn Pixies. So that's her sister. And now we go into the booklet charts. I have to admit, I really like these charts better than these ones. I mean, it's nice, but yeah, anyway. So, the Green Lady Slipper, oh, just Green Lady Slipper, sorry, which is NC273. Oh, I love that. She's pretty. Does it say if she is she's part of the Orchid Party? Yeah, I need to get Monkshood and Poison Ivy. Oh, so cute. Witching Hour, NC294, which is part of the Bewitching Pixies. This one I love. Sea Witch, NC296, also part of the Bewitching Pixies. Say that fast 5 times. Cumberland Rose, NC298 from the Rose Couture series. Junebug, NC310 from the Fluttering Fashion series. This is a personal favorite too. Miss Spider, NC312 from Fluttering Fashion. Miss Spotted Beetle from NC313 from Fluttering Fashion. Aries, because I'm an Aries. NC328 from the Zodiac Girls. And I need to get Virgo, I think it's Virgo, and Taurus, my daughter and the littles signs. Floral Dreams, NC340, Wild Floss series. Moon Glow, NC341 from the Wild Floss series. I'm kind of hoping she does a couple more of these because I would love these in my bathroom. I think that these would be spectacular. I need to find a different fabric, I think, because my bathroom is not in this. But anyways, I think that a series of these would be super cool in the bathroom. Again, I mean, I'd have to actually do it. And then Letters from Nora. This is an E. For both my daughter and the little. They both share the same initial. So that is my Nora stash currently. And I really need to get, because really that's not a big stuff comparable to my Mirabilias. It's not very large at all. Okay, so what else? Okay, I want to talk about, I have a friend on YouTube, Flosstube, good night, nurse. And her name is DawnMarie. And DawnMarie has a lot of videos. She's super, I love watching her. She's super fun. And recently, in her last couple of videos, she now has a co-partner that she is filming with named Anna. And super fun together. It's super fun together. But I watch DawnMarie quite a bit, and her Flosstube name is DM Vortex Crafter. DM Craft. I'm gonna link it below. I'm sorry, DawnMarie. I know it's DM, and there's Craft and Vortex in there somewhere, so I can't remember which way it goes. And it's okay, people. I get my kids' names wrong and the dog's name wrong all the time, so you know, it is what it is. Anyways, she mentioned in a couple of her last Flosstubes that she is going to start Fancy Lady February. And I love that idea. I think that it is a really cool way to, you know, work on some more of your stash, fancy ladies. And it depends if you call your Mirabilias or your Noras or your Joan Elliott's, or who's the other designer? Passion, you know, that one. And you know, others, just there's so many beautiful fancy lady designers, and whether or not, you know, you call those fancy ladies, and then Fancy Lady February may be for you. And so I'm excited because I am going to join in on Fancy Lady February, and I have a couple of Joan Elliott patterns that I have you know, have put away. I've not done them. And I look at them every once in a while and go, why are you not pulling them out? And also that Dimensions kit, she is technically a fancy lady. And so I might start her. I might start another Mirabilia, who knows? But DawnMarie's intent on hers is that she wants to showcase a few different designers besides Mirabilia's or Nora's, because, you know, everybody kind of, I wouldn't say everybody associates, but there's a good majority of cross-stitchers in the community who associate Mirabilia's or Nora's with fancy ladies. Lavender and lace, you know, that kind of thing. And maybe I'll start on lavender and lace. Squirrel. And so anyways, she is going to showcase weekly a new designer, or a designer, a fancy lady designer. And so I'm super excited to see what she does for that. And I know she's already set out her plans because she's a planner. And I'm super excited. So go check out her videos. I will link her below. I love watching her. And I think that Fancy Lady February is a great idea, because it's just after the holiday rush and it's before May, you know, when everybody does like the May stitching, and it's just after Nora November for me, so you know, those will be all my whips. And so I just think that sounds like a lot of fun. Oh goodness, what else? Yeah, what are my plans? I am going to continue working on my project, non-project piece, the LaDDa Live, Laugh, Love. Mirabilia Monday will get some more stitches, the Red Lady Pirate, and then in November I might pull out a different one. I might continue working on her, who knows, I don't know. And then the Queen of Peace. She is stitching her like she's my job, finishing my craft room, I'm hoping, getting ready. Mr. G is going to come home for a week for Thanksgiving, so I'm super excited about that. But that also means that I need to, you know, step up my game in the house a little bit and start unpacking more things. And we have a lot of closet organizers to do, and that kind of stuff. So, you know, kind of working on that. And I also want to tell you that I did get into the Mirabilia retreat, and I've seen some people post online or in their Flosstubes as well that they are going. I am so excited. I am so excited. That is going to be so much fun. Oh my gosh. And I don't know if you are an attendee. Maggie made a post just the other day on Facebook that Nora designed a special retreat piece and for us to stitch. So I'm super excited to see that. And oh my gosh, this is going to be so much fun. I'm looking forward to that. So if you are going to the Mirabilia retreat, let me know. Okay, how about, giveaway. I have a giveaway winner from the last video where where is it? Gosh, I am not prepared. Autumn Alphabet, where I said use the word pumpkin. And seriously, where is it? It's in the living room, I think. I forgot to bring it in here. Anyways, y'all know what it looks like. Autumn Alphabet, the word was pumpkin, and the winner was Laura H. So Laura, I will comment on your comment, but also if you can send me an email to my crossedbyfloss@yahoo.com email, which is also linked below, and I will get that out to you as soon as I can. I actually figured out where the post office is here because I sent off a little Halloween gift to the little, and yeah, it's fun. It's fun living in an older community, like an older town, that Main Street is really filled with like old mansions from back in the day that have been turned into either homes or businesses, which is really cool. And then, you know, the post office is like in an old building, and it's cool. It is so cool because you know that there's all these like little crooks and crevices and things, and it's just cool. I love it. I love it. Anyways, okay. I think that is all. I've probably missed things. I don't know. If I have, I apologize. Yeah. Brain is fried. Anyways, until we meet again, hugs and stitches.